So there is my audience. All right. Thank you. Oh, I didn't know who was going to do it. Okay, so I apologize if I'm a little jumpy today. I am very excited about this, and I drank a lot of caffeine, so that's might be to blame, but we're going to have a good time, and we're going to do this right. So I'm going to start off my presentation with asking you all a question. Oops, I'm in the wrong order. What do you call a bee that you can't hear? A mumblebee. I know, okay. Now, I bet you're wondering right now, you're like, oh no, is she gonna just keep on going with these awful puns? And I'm gonna answer that with another question. What do you call a bee in May? A maybe, okay. So tonight in public speaking, we talked about knowing your audience and getting what they care and turning it into what I care about. So since we're here at Regent University, I thought I'd mention that the Bible talks about bees and honey more than 30 times. So if it's scripturally, that makes it kind of scripturally significant, but bees are also very environmentally significant. They're responsible for about 80% of the food that we eat, them and pollinators in general. And so within the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to better explain your ABCs about why bees are important. And for all you spelling bees out there, that's being aware, being better, and being considerate. Okay, to start, we're going to start with being aware. There are around 4,000 bee species in North America alone. But even though this seems like a big number, the numbers are shrinking fast actually, because bees are dying out. And surprisingly, one of the most common types of bees is the bumblebee, and they're actually placed on the endangered species list. And they're important not only as pollinators, even though they're responsible for most of our food, but also honey, because honey is actually a really neat food, because it's one of the only ones that doesn't go bad. You can find a pot of honey from like 1,000 years ago, and it's still edible. So bees are very, very important, and we're about to lose a lot if it keeps going down at the rate it is. So that goes to my next point, and this is being better. Colony collapse disorder, or CDC, is what they've named it, just the loss of bees in general. And the USDA has contributed several factors into this disappearance. Thankfully, it's not all on us, like as much as I want to say global warming is, it's not a generally huge part. But pesticides are definitely one, and that farmers will spray their fields with like chemicals to help prevent like insects from eating them, but it also kind of hurts the bees that eat the things. Not only does it line the bees' stomach, but what they bring back in their stomachs to their hives actually can wipe out the entire hive as it becomes infected. And another actual responsible is the shrinking of habitats. And even though with bees, you might think they don't need a lot of area, but like when forests are mown down, that's a lot of different species of plants that go missing, as well as like trees. And then when they replant it, if they do, there's not usually as much diversity as there should be. Now, another contribution is this poor nutrition. And the rising popularity of farming only cash crops is partially to blame. Now, in these fields where there might have been like thousands of different plant species, now there might be only like one certain type. So if it's wheat, or there might only be wheat on an acre that used to hold several different species. And this is a poor diet. Just like a person can't be healthy by only eating bread, bees can't be healthy only eating from one type of plant. And that goes into my next thing, is being considerate. Now, I'm not asking you all to like become amateur beekeepers, and I'm gonna turn this off, but I'm not, go ahead. But that's definitely one of the huge ways that has become more helpful, is that people are now creating urban habitats for the bees. So they'll have like hives on the top of apartment buildings, and that might not, by slowly like rebuilding the numbers, that helps a lot, and just introducing them to new areas. Albert Einstein once said that mankind will not survive the honeybee's disappearance for more than 5 years. That's how important they are. So what I'm urging you guys to do today is just keep the discussion going. So as long as if we let them go without a whisper, then that's going to be on us. And of course, it's tragic whenever any animal's number starts declining. But just talking about it and letting people know what's going on can help. Now, of course, there's always different ways, like planting your own garden helps, and making sure like using like local flowers for like your local bees, because there's so many different species. Those are the best for that area. Now there are some plants that are better than others, and cottonweed is actually really good to plant. And not only does it attract bees, but it attracts like butterflies. So it's pretty and it's so helpful. I mean, just along with like your regular flowers, just different things you can do. Like it might seem like such small things, but it can change the world. Now, I'm only a tiny voice, and I'm not a queen bee, so I can't just tell you guys what to do and y'all will go out and do it. But I'm just asking you guys to join the discussion. And even though you can't obviously just start a garden and like behind the dorms or anything, you can keep talking about it. You can, if somebody like, I don't know, bring it up into random conversations, like somebody's first date questions, like, did you know the bees are going missing? And he's like, no, I did not. And suddenly, there you go, he knows now. And it's just so important that I'm going to share a Bible verse with you guys today, because that's the theme here. Proverbs 24:13 says, my son, eat honey, for it is good. Yes, the honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Honey's sweet and it's good for you. God said so. Eat the honey. So go eat the honey, talk about it, and do your best, because just don't let this go silent. Just keep up the buzz. It's a good one. So I'm going to end this presentation with kind of the same way I started it, with a question and a pun. So what did the mother bee say to her children? Be high yourselves. Now thank you, and save the bees.